Recording?
Oh,
That was loud. Okay. Okay,
okay.
it's okay.
Good morning. My name is Elizabeth Tupelu, and this is
My
my
name is, oh, yeah, my name is Liana Alvarado.
today we'll be comparing Annie Malone and
Janice Howroyd.
yes. So I'll be starting off with Annie Malone. Annie Malone, she was born in 1869, Metropolis, Illinois. Her parents were formerly enslaved. She was orphaned at a young age. She developed products to help women adapt to a society that judged them based on how they met American standards of beauty. She understood that for African American women, appearance and grooming represented more than their personal style. She faced challenges as a Black woman in a segregated society, but also as a businesswoman. She persevered and experimented with chemistry, establishing a successful business after developing a line of products that improved scalp health and promoted hair growth. She succeeded in Illinois and afterwards moved to Missouri in 1902 and founded the Poro College Company, which was a cosmetic school named after the Poro Society, which was a secret organization in West Africa. Poro College became a source of employment for African American women and some men, ranging from 16 to 80 years old. Poro College also provided a meeting place for African Americans and Black organizations, as they were denied access to most public spaces. Annie Malone's Poro brand became so successful that she became one of the wealthiest African American women in the 1920s, becoming a multimillionaire. She donated much of her fortune to philanthropic efforts in the St. Louis area and institutions such as Howard University. Annie became a benefactor of the St. Louis Colored Orphans Home, where she was the president of the board from 1919 to 1943. To this day, the Annie Malone Children and Family Services Center remains open, renamed in the entrepreneur's honor. Every year, St. Louis has an annual Annie Malone parade in support of children's charities. Unfortunately, the Poro Company fell upon hard times due to a bitter divorce settlement with her husband and numerous lawsuits, as well as the hardships of the Great Depression. Her business survived, but it was reduced to a fraction of its original size. On May 10th, 1957, Annie suffered a stroke and died in Chicago. She had no children, so all of her nieces and nephews inherited her remaining fortune, with her estate valued at over $100,000. And
Okay.
now I'll give it over to my partner.
I'm going to be talking about Janice Howroyd. She was born in Tarboro, North Carolina on September 1st, 1952. In 1976, she moved to Los Angeles to work for her brother-in-law as a secretary. And during that time, he introduced to her business executives and celebrities, and this led to good connections within the industry. In 1978, she launched her business that provided recruiting and management services for different companies. And while she was, um, I guess, launching her business, she faced struggles of sexism and racism while trying to build it up, and actually by other business people that felt like threatened by her. And she also struggled financially, and she actually almost gave up her company because of that. But she decided not to, and despite all of the problems, she still managed to turn her budget company into a multi-billion-dollar one. So today, her business, it's called the Act One Group. It is still successful after all these years, with thousands of clients and employees. And today, Janice Howard is 71 years old, and she is actively involved with social media and her business. When I was researching her, she was on talk shows and interviews, and she does speeches for women, and it's really great because she's very like involved still, and she has her own social media accounts, which is really cool. And yeah, that concludes our presentation.
Mm-hmm.
So to finish off, Janice Howard and Annie Malone both were Black women that overcame a lot of difficulties and they still managed to do it even in different decades. Annie Malone being in the 1920s, Janice Howard being in the 1970s, and they both made it out very successful. So,
And that concludes our presentation. Thank you.
thank you.